Okay, so it appears I am live. So, let's have a look at this. I don't really have time for a lot of bullshit conversation, so I kind of need to get straight into it. Yeah, that's the wrong one. So, content, days, day level 1. So I want to go through this and just make sure that things are working. Anything that's not working, I'm going to highlight. So what I'm doing is I'm just loading up the main primary game level, which is day level 1. It's 12 noon according to my clock. And I'm just making a new page in my book. There we go. See what I've got in my pen box. Nothing good. That's not good. Where are my pens? I should all turn up. Dismiss. Oh well, looks like I'm using a pink pen with glitter. Hello, whoever's viewing. How are you? I hope you are well. Day 1. Okay, so what we're going to see here is a playthrough, basically. Cancel. So, blueprints. Yep.
You've got a weird login in Biker.
What? Is there a notice just saying I logged into something?
No, somebody logged into your account in Biker.
Oh, that would have been me.
What, at 2:40 in the morning?
Probably.
You went on Twitter at 2:40, sure it's
I was
you.
probably checking something, yeah. I'm sure that's fine.
And we're not in Biker.
No, but, you know, it's pretty crap at picking up where we are.
Alright, it's not a stranger.
No, I think we're okay, thank you. Right, so on act to begin overlap, I'm going to repair this straight away. So,
Oh, I just wanted to tell you the dog's putting socks in the garden.
I've noticed.
But you're so silly.
Right, I'm going to fix the collision from the start, so...
He's a silly moose. The UE5 version looked okay, but the lighting was absolutely insane, rather bizarrely, so go figure. Okay, so this is the one that I need. Make sure there's not two. This is our standard collision box. I'll move it to about there. Okay, Control S. So what I can see here is on act to begin overlap has a reference to none. It's supposed to be when this is kicked, so is this even in the correct level is the question. This should be in persistent. Pardon me. So levels persistent. And let me see over here. That would explain a lot. There we go. So that's why. So now it will work. Add event for trigger box 1. Collision. Add on act to begin overlap. There we go. Put that there. Okay, so let's go compile. Let's save. Great, that looks like it's all working okay. I'm not going to unhide Esoteria because I don't see the point. Esoteria shouldn't exist now for outside of the demo. Instead, what's supposed to happen is this gate supposed to open, which is over here, I believe. Where's all the rest of my stuff? Oh, that's ominous. Village walkway, here we go. Plop. There's walkway. There's pathways. Okay, let's change this to unlit. Hello, second viewer, how are you? Welcome to what I can only call a whole world of misery and work. Well, it's not misery, it's just fucking hard, you know? And I will be swearing a lot because frankly I am sick to my tits. There we go, so this one. This is the one that I need to get rid of in order to open up the next section of this. So, Caster BP horror game mode. Target in store, so I'm storing obviously this information. Load, I'm going to need to keep a fucking dictionary of these, I really am. Now I don't need to load my stream level by name, so I'm going to get rid of that, but instead add event for gate blueprint, so create a reference to it. Now then, my gate blueprint, what the hell is going on inside of it? Oh, this has a lot of stuff, doesn't it? Get game mode, every tick. Caster horror game mode, target WS1. So what is filling target WS1? Why does this matter? I think instead I'll probably just do this. In which case I want WS1 set to true, so set WS1 set it to true, and there is no win condition yet. I'll collect that if I need it. Save, compile. Okay, so the things I need to do then, I'm going to run through this and I'm going to see if day one works. That means that we're going to be having the music, we're going to be having the game, we're going to be having the whole shebang. So this is day one leading into, well, this is the demo that then feeds into day one. Okay, so if this works, we should have a nice chunk of gameplay. Life aim. So let's do a play, see if we get any. Right, day level 0, cancel. Do it again. So what the hell is this? Day level. Which one does this belong to? I can only assume that this is being called from like one of the sub-levels here, like day level, whatever. I'm in day level 1 though. I wonder if it's pulling it from the demo. It could be. Okay, so blueprints, open level blueprint. Now this is my level blueprint here, which is basically doing exactly the same as this. Okay, so I am assuming that I can probably, never assume anything by the way, but I'm assuming I can just go whomp and delete it all, compile and save. Let's see what happened. That says day level 0, and I don't think I need day level 0. Okay, let's have a look. Okay, let's get some audio on. Okay, my ship's working again. Birds, sailor. Let's check sailor. Okay, that's me. I'm doing is I'm just testing out my interactions. Okay, that's a bug. Okay, kill it. And yeah, this is exactly what it's going to be like. We're going to be just doing this over and over until the bugs are fixed. If you don't like it, tough shit. Okay, so descriptive text. So this is box. Empty box. Don't know why we need a delay in it, so let's open the blueprint editor. Right, so in my viewport I have a collision box, and that's about it. In which I set the visibility. Now this is the stuff, so event interaction, blah de blah de blah. So it's going to do once, get the dialogue component, get the player character, it doesn't have one. Read the branch, turn on the timer, if the timer is on. Why is the timer on? Oh well. Okay, this just looks silly and I'm not so sure I need it. So here we are, here's the interaction. So what have we got over here? Timed closing of the dialogue. Why the hell would I want timed closing of the dialogue? Okay, so I can see what's happening here. It's a mess. What I actually need is probably something much less complicated. So let's have a look here. Okay, so the only thing that matters here is in dialogue. So I've got in dialogue here. Here I've just got timer on. So I'll close that off. Rename it to is in dialogue. Okay, next. Let's start off at the top here. So, should the NPC rotate? Well, it's not an NPC. We do have the walk away end dialogue thing here. So I think what I'm going to do, you know when your brain just doesn't really want to work? That's what mine's doing. So what I'm doing is I'm just quickly making my boxes. If you've ever had your brain not working, you'll know what I mean. Right, so there's my event interaction and there's my end overlap. On component, end overlap is the same as this one. So Control C, Control V. Put them in roughly the same position. And this is going to share the same input as this. Compile and save, make sure there's no errors. Okay, so next we have this interaction event. Okay, so this is event interaction, and I'm just going to copy the entire bloody thing. I've got a suspicion, but it'll just work if I do that. Take away the old one. Okay, and if you're already in dialogue, just go here, doink, and that'll end the dialogue. So we've got engaging and disengaging the dialogue now on. And then finally, are you in dialogue is a boolean, and the answer is no. Great. Okay, so I'll just check it's the same here. Should be. It is. Good. Okay, so we've changed our box system now for what it does. I'm also going to get rid of day level 0 in a minute because I don't think I want it. Pop. Okay, so test. Now I'm never going to read my notes again, but I keep them just because obviously it'll come in handy because it lets me remember things. I'm going to post up a quick thing on the old Twitter bits. I think. Okay, so I've now just hoarded myself onto Facebook. Wow. Some old memories when I used to do the mechs all the time. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to click play again. I'll avoid the first two guys and go straight to that box. Make sure it shuts. If it does, the box is working. And that means I can add more descriptive stuff over here. So just walking past it. Notice that I held down shift there and I'm just running. Brilliant. Okay, so the box is now fixed. Now let's go and see our friend the geologist. Here he is. What are you doing? What are you reading? He looks up at you, irritated to be interrupted. What, this? It's a treatise on the geology of the Hebrides. Is it good? He smiles in a somewhat condescending manner. If you like rocks and the history of rocks, then it's excellent. Ah, see, who's it by? Oh, it's by Professor Mead, written last century during an expedition to the outliers around here. Hopefully it can be updated soon. I'm Bill, how do you do? He finally smiles. Peter Edwin de Boll. Call me Peter. First flight person I've met today. Sailors? He looks annoyed. Joyless lot. Won't talk to a lubber like me, I guess. Not local types, neither. Ha! I'm impotent, according to Nyuk Nyuk. Nice. Okay, let's look at this. So what are you doing here? Well, the Royal Geology Commission sent me. You heard the rumours, I'm sure, and they're checking the outliers in advance. The outliers? My clients want me to do an analysis of the mine workings at the rock to see if they're worth reopening for repurposing for the military. Are you coming then? He looks at the rock formation next to him. I will soon. The weather's fine for travel today. Go on ahead though. See, that is a bug, so I need to kill that as well. Bug on ending convo. So if I go over to him, dismiss. So many of these things you may notice. So many of these things. So let me see, I need to find my dialogue. Open it up. And here we are. So he looks at the rock formation next to him. I'll soon the weather's fine for travel today. Go on ahead though. So lead to ID 11. Should do. Hasn't. Because this should be the last line in dialogue, shouldn't it? No. No. So why didn't that work? I need to get to line 11 again and see what happens. How you doing, Yuck? I should. Okay, so that seems to work. Interesting. Okay, I'll continue looking at that in a bit. Okay, so the thing I need to do... Oh, I'm okay, thanks. I'm just incredibly overstressed trying to get this working. I've had to put back the release date, like, a little bit because there's just too much, even for an early release. If I release this as an early release, I might as well just release a how to code a game yourself guide. So, things are a bit chaos, as you can imagine, and it makes me very, very stressed. Okay, so I've talked to him. So I'm going to talk to my sailors. Sup, sailors? Okay, so we can see there's a bug here, so stop. Why is there a bug here? Well, let's find out. So this does not look correct for a start. In fact, this looks anything but correct because there's a cable car sitting on top of another cable car. So that one's right, I'll assume. So 1 is over there. 2, that one is there, get rid of it. 3, that one's over there. 4, both occupying the same space. That one can go as well. Okay, so this leaves us this one and this one. So these two are the important ones. Let's go back to saving. Video is tangible, you're right there, and it's also really, really difficult. I'm suffering from a lot of RSI, stress and overwork this week, so I'm going to be just working as hard as I can to catch up on all my stuff. It does not help that I'm poorer than 4 church mice who had a big argument about who's going in the mousetrap first. So hopefully my financial situation will improve in the next couple of days. But I need to fix this. Okay, so let's get this torch. The battery. There's another bug, duplication. Let's fix that. And that. And that. There. Okay, play. Good luck. Next fucking year at this rate. Pardon my French, but holy shit, this is hard as balls. Not the balls are especially hard, but you know.
There's a lot of work to do on this. Okay, so that's another bug fixed. You see, the thing is, I mean, Amanda was saying that this probably wasn't the best idea, merging the demo and the main content together. But to be honest, I really liked the stuff that was in the demo, so I thought, sod it, I'll give it a go, you know. So I'm going to combine that and that. Turn my little torch on. Okay, so fingers crossed I can actually get inside this and it will go off with me inside it. My texture pool is way over budget at the minute. And it's over budget because I'm not streaming anything at all, not even a little bit. Oh my goodness me. I like this bit, it gives you a couple of minutes to think. Plus it increases in speed at a ridiculous rate, it's just you don't notice. I think it's actually taking you around about 1.5 miles. Actually no, it's taking you further than that, isn't it? It's taking you about 4 kilometers, I think, in the space of about 1.5 minutes. So it's actually very, very fast. But obviously you don't realise that. I'll probably add a few more things to see and do and so on with time while we're on the tram. I liked the idea of having a bit of a, oh, what do you call it? A bit of a Gordon Freeman style moment, I suppose. Now you see that double flickering there? That would indicate to me that I've got a duplication going on. Okay, and I suspect that may be the case. So I'm going to have a look at that. I have a nasty suspicion we may have duplicates, so I'll underline that. The beautiful, wild, cutthroat world of video game development. Also, game devs are batshit crazy, Liam. Okay, so I can see my streaming pool is getting hilariously over budget because it's trying to load that village over there and the key over here. I should add a fishing game into this, but you know, make it like really hard to win. Right, these flickerings are letting me know there's something seriously not right here. So let's take a little bit and find out what's going on. So we've got one cableway track. I can't help but notice I seem to have this one here, one over there, and then another one over there. Why have I got two? F. So there's one, and there's one. Okay, let's get rid of that one. Yes. I'll just zoom in. Okay, so with that fixed, hopefully, I can now make sure I've got cableway cars on it. There's one. Dismiss, dismiss, dismiss. How many errors, Chris? All the errors. Okay, assigned cableway is cableway track 2. There we go. So it's on there now. Cableway car should be on cableway track 2 on the right. There we go. So they're both on now. Now what is going on with this? Is there 2 or is there 1? There's 1. There is 1, and this car does not appear to be properly assigned to anything, or is it? Yep, it is. Great. Okay. Cableway car 1. Okay, that all looks fine. So I'm going to click Save Current. 5 viewers. Bloody hell, I'm popular. What is this? Am I that Kimothy Kardashians? Are you my daubs public? Do I have a small fluffy dog under my arm? And a big bum bum? Right, so, back to lit. There is some flickering going on with this, which concerns me, but I'm going to deal with it basically later on. So, for the minute, click play, again. And hit F11. So, again, I'm going to walk down here. It could just be distance related. I mean, look, I am getting kind of those lines there, so I suspect this is distance related. While I'm over here, I'm probably going to put some descriptions on other things over here, because some people really like descriptions, so it seems kind of appropriate that I'll just put some descriptions in. Okay, so let's get over here and I'll just get my torch. I need to change the battery textures at some point, because they look like Duracell and I don't want them to. Because batteries didn't look that nice in 1936. Okay, batteries looked bloody horrible. So, okay, there we go. That box you just saw, by the way, that appeared and vanished, appears at runtime, and that's just to make sure that I'm inside here. You'll notice that I can do all the usual things like jumping and shit now. I wasn't able to do that in the past. I can also hit escape. Oh, bugger, wrong button. Hang on a second. I'll not escape. I mean, I can also hit tab, and it will bring up my inventory. Ah, God. Is he going to play it all over again? Yes, I am. This is what you have to do. I've got to make sure it works. You see, otherwise I'm not going to know where I'm up to in my own development. And if that's the case, it's going to cause me a lot of problems. I mean, I've spent a lot of time kind of chasing the wrong things that I should have been working on, and I really need to be working on this now. So, let's get this and this, hit tab and just combine them. C, there we go. Now I've got a torch. Now over here there's not enough light. I'm probably going to have to put some in, but I'll see. To be honest, I don't give a toss about light that badly, so, you know. Right, let's just watch this vanish behind us for the time being. Goodbye, Mr. Freeman. Right, so I'm watching the error log on the left hand side while this vanishes. You can see that we have a speed creep here, so it looks like it starts really slow, but pretty rapidly this is going to get fast. Also, you can see my level of detail stuff turning on and off, and our ship still ploughing its way. What's nice is that when we make our return journey, the ship's still going to be going, so... Now then, I want a couple of options for when we get up here at the gates. There should be two ways to open the gates. Turn that up again. And there we go. So now we have us on Eland. Coming into dock, so it's slowing down. You can see various things happening like lights and shit. Light the station. Big exclamation mark, because it doesn't bloody have any. Okay, which means that you have to use the torch and fix second gondola. But there's a spare gondola at this gondola station that needs to be killed. Okay, let's go down here. So, when I come off here, I can see there's this table. Try and figure it out. Well, can I select this and choose? No, good, okay. So, the only problem is, there we go. Just need to press Q to figure it to come out again. And if I come down here, the statue is surrounded by fireflies. A faintly malign feeling comes from it. You feel like the statue is staring into you. What are you? I'm done here. The statue seems neither pleased nor annoyed. It just is. Okay, something killed me there, and I'm not sure what or why. So, big bug. Big bug. I'll just write that down so that I know exactly what I'm looking for. And let's go back down to our gondola station, which isn't this end, it's that end. No, it is this end. Where's it gone? There. Okay, so this did not look like it was doing what it was supposed to do. I know why as well. F11. This used to be the old finishing condition, I'm sure of it. So, let's see. This thing is using this dialogue. So, it just is blah 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 blah. Trigger event time, trigger event name, end. Interesting. So there's an end inside of here. Let's see what it does. And you may be thinking, oh, he'll know what it does. Why is he like looking? I have no fucking clue what these things are doing anymore. Okay, literally end. Here we are. Okay, so it shouldn't be doing that. Let's get rid of that. Compile, save. So there is no end anymore. It doesn't do that. And I'm going to tell it to stop calling this end sequence. And let me see. There should be a last line leads to choices, dialogue choices, blah de blah de blah. Last line in dialogue, yes. Don't bother triggering an event. Done. Save. Okay, so now it won't, do that shit anymore. Now then, I need to go back to the island. So, I believe there is a crashed thing in here. Yep, there it is. Now this should be connected to the track. There we are. So now I should be able to just right click as if I've been here. Play from here. And get back on board this bloody train. Because there's always going to be a train in the station. The whole idea is you can always get back. You're not going to be trapped. Okay, so by doing that, it should have unhidden the clues and got rid of the sailors. That's the big important thing. I need to make sure the clues are going to work. Notice I don't have a torch anymore. And the lighting's a bit crazy. And my jacket's a bit crazy too, actually. It's because my jacket's blowing in the wind, even though there isn't any wind. I'm probably going to turn his jacket off, because that's been annoying me now for a couple of months. We should see the other cable car coming in the opposite direction at any minute. I think that's it over there, just in the far distance. No, it isn't. wonder where it went. Oh, there it goes. So that's the one that we'd normally be on. But we're on cable car 2 today. Okay, so now I'm going to have to leave a lot more clues lying around for, you know, how we even get onto the island. So, because I think what I really need to do is go to town on day 1. Because day 1's been quite simple until now, and by adding these puzzles to it, day 1 is actually becoming a lot more complex and fun to use. Which is what we want. We want that exploration. Here we go. In fact, what I'm probably going to use is use the radio as a clue. Right, so we're coming back in. Now, I want to make sure that most of the sailors have turned themselves off. If they have, it means our puzzle is going to work. Door open. And this is a very fun yet complicated convoluted kind of coming together of all the bits of code here, so good times. Right, I'll get my torch again. And this battery. Okay, so when I come down here, all my bloody sailors are still here. Why are all my sailors here? They should not be. And my geologist's still here, for feck's sakes. Okay, so this means I should probably make a copy of this collision box and what is inside it. So, let's see, my collision box is here. I know for a fact I'll have already overlapped with it. There we are. So that's my trigger box. So let's open my level blueprint. And here we can see on begin overlap trigger box. So I'm going to go all the way over here. I need to make sure this gets triggered without having to do 10 minutes in each direction, or 4 minutes in each direction, or whatever the hell it is, in order to get there. Because yes, this is a long part, and it's supposed to be long. Okay, it's supposed to be, that's part of the thing of it. Right, so I'll just put a temporary trigger box, let's say here. So box trigger, just there, and this will be my test trigger box. Just bring my speed down to about 4, and turn this to 200, 200, 200. There we go, so it's big enough. Now down here, right click, add event, collision, on overlap. There we go. So it's going to do this. Whoops, put that back. So now, if I just walk over to roughly where this cube is, okay, this should make the sailors vanish. Fingers crossed. Sailors made out of cardboard. Oh man, look at those cardboard sailors not doing a thing. Okay, why? Why are you not vanishing, sailors? Are you the wrong sailors? What's happening here? BBC Interactive, execute overgraph, event graph node, remove from parent. Interesting. So it means that this blueprint now isn't working, so I need to rewrite it. Open level blueprint. Actually, let's just see what is working. So click play. I need to see if it's actually unhiding the clues. That would be a start, wouldn't it? Interesting. Okay, so it's unhiding the clues, but it's not hiding the sailors. So let's have a look at this graph that we have here, because at least I know it's kind of working. Open level blueprint. Right, so firstly it's unhiding these. So it's hid the clues. Secondly, we're going to destroy all these actors. So NPC interactive 3. A lot of shared names going on here. Why is everything duplicated? Okay, so we've got copies of everything. Let's get rid of that one. So there's 2 of these buggers here. My guess is one of them is being deleted and one isn't. Get rid of that one. And I put this firmly in the camp that presumably the demo did this. Remember, you know, demo, devil, that's what it is. There we go. So the ones that I'm removing are the ones that aren't referenced anymore by any form of level blueprint. Okay, so this is where we've been getting problems. Nope. Yes. No. Just delete the other one then. So if it's only letting me delete the occasional, then that's why. Thought so. Okay, so now save. Play. Hello, fifth viewer, how are you? So if I walk forward, there, they're gone. This means there should only be this guy left now, who should, I think, have the right dialogue for me. Okay, so that's working. Great. Right, so I know it seems like a mild thing, but you know, fixing these is important, so let's close that off. Now, let's pull a radio in, because I think a radio would be probably kind of useful. Dismiss, cancel. Save all. Save all. Okay, so off it goes. Now, is day level 0 being streamed in? It doesn't look like it is. And I'm in day level 1, so I don't know why that's doing that. Okay, so that's what I'm doing. Now then, I want something that's going to give us a little bit of clue as to what's going on here. So, my blueprints, and I should have a radio here. Here we are, radio. Now this is a very, very complicated little blueprint. Probably more complicated than it needs to be, but that's fine. So, where will I have it? I'll have it here. BP radio. And I'm going to rotate it just so that it's sat here, and play. Now I want to make sure that I can actually get to this radio. Okay, these buggers have disappeared. There's my radio there. Although curiously it's not allowing me to interact with it. Okay, let's have a look at this. BP radio. You can see it's not the easiest of bloody things to build. So, event BPI interaction. Not viewport. Now then, it should be that when I step over the front of this, it's going to go, hey, come and look at me. So, compile and save. Maybe a bit more there, compile and save. And what's this box? This is box. Cool. What does box do? Let's just increase the size of that too. Because this is a very, very good little system I built here for this radio, but it's also a little bit complicated, and I've been meaning to sort it out for a while. Okay, so now we can see the boxes are in the right place. Right click, play from here. Fingers most mingly crossed. Okay, so let's make sure I haven't done anything stupid like made the radio not turned on. Dismiss, dismiss. No, but it looks like it's supposed to be there. I can even highlight the knobs if I really wanted to, but I'm not going to. So, why is it not doing anything? Why am I not interacting with my beautiful radio that I spent all this time making? Class defaults, class settings, BP interact is just here. Interface radio. What the hell is interface radio? See what I mean? I make this kind of stuff all the time. Event radio click 1 from interface radio. Now I'm guessing that that is something to do with my thing. So let's have a look over here. Radio. Interface. Blueprints. There's interface radio there. Radio send. Radio click. Radio action. Okay, so these all work. Or should work anyway. So, clunk, clunk, clunk. Now there's my backup. Now what's next? BP interaction from BPI interact. BPI interact is in. Oh, interesting. That shouldn't be in there. I'm not using that system anymore. I'm using a different one, so that's why this isn't working. What this needs is BP interact, I think. BP interactive. There we go. So let's do that instead. BP underscore interactive. No, no, no. Need to add it first. So BP interactive. Let's add that. That would explain why. BPI event interactions, that one. Or input action pressed is that one. Let's just do a compile because I don't think I've made it save anything yet. So let's get rid of that. Interaction. Here we are. Call function interaction. Nope. RRM80. Right, I'm going to just get rid of the other one as well. So BP interact, just here can go. Actually, I'll not completely remove it just in case I still need any of the functions that are on it, but BP interact, right. Interact. So, event interaction. That sounds like it. From BP Interactive. Do a quick check to make sure it works. Compile and save. And yes, this is exactly what it's like building a video game. Just smashing your head off walls over and over again. Okay, so that's not working. It's still not allowing me to interact with it. I'm not particularly interested in these errors because these are different errors to the ones I'm getting. So, event interaction from BP Interactive. In string hello doesn't appear to do anything. Target is BP Interactive in my class settings. So it should be that anything I'm doing here it should interact with, and it bloody well isn't. I'd like to know why. Let me just float this a little bit so that it's sitting in the middle of nowhere. Because it could be its location, it could be fighting for space, it could be anything. Right, so there's the radio. Right, okay, so the radio does work, it's just its positioning that's weird. Okay, so let's put that there on the corner without duplicating it by accident. Okay, and I'm going to just rotate it. Okay, so dismiss, dismiss. Right, so if I hit this, drag that to there, and delete my print string now. Now then, we have a win and a lose situation. This is the tuner handler, compensation handler, the unlocker, plays radio station. So radio station to play. Don't know where the hell this is stored. Sound cue object reference. Okay, so knob highlight, material instance, camera focus on, remote frequency, var frequencies. Okay, let's test this shit. So play. Goodbye, Solus. Okay, so there's our radio just sitting over here, not doing nothing. F11. Error on validating the owning blueprint. Interesting. Okay, so that's another bug then. Good times. Right, this is going to be messy, isn't it? So, event interaction, set, camera focus on, get player controller, create widget, cam target widget. Should be whatever that was. Okay, so let's see if this is just for this one and not for my backup. Because if you recall, I also made a backup one. So my blueprints, radio, blueprints, backup. Stick that there. And rotate it. Just stick it up randomly so I can find it. There we go. Play from here. Yeah, of course. Didn't bloody adjust it, did I? Still using the old system. This took so long to make. I really am not joking. Class settings. Add. Interact. If. There we go. Compile, save. That's all down to the owning blueprint for this. So. Right, so. Right, that's not it. I can hear my clock going. Right, BPI interaction, that's not it, because that's the one up there. Interaction, event interaction, that one. Target is BP interactive. Okay, so let's see if this one works or if this one's going to have fun calling bizarre errors as well. So play from here. This radio system is about to send me to an early grave, I can tell. Test. Error on validating the owning blueprint. Let's have a quick look at this. Okay, so this is definitely to do with the blueprint and its owner. So error validating blueprint owner, it says. Edit blueprint, open blueprint editor. Right. Now, why have I got a camera just floating down here? It doesn't seem like it's supposed to be in there, does it? Let's just get rid of it. Compile, save. Can't see any errors. Self. So set view target with blend. Okay, let's see where it's going to call an error on this. So what I need to do is simulate this. Okay, stop. Now then, now I think about it, hang on a second, it'll be when I press the button, won't it? So, raise tuner bar, spin dial, appropriate distances there, they're all working. So view to radio, bring up radio, which means, if I go to radio, interface, I should have some widgets. There's RD1, that is there. If I test this in my graph, okay, so which one do I need? It's that one. So it's going to do this on clicked. It's doing a quick is valid on its owning blueprint. So surely the owning blueprint is valid. it's letting me adjust the things here, but it's not really doing anything with them. So, what it should be doing is coming over here, and it doesn't is valid. Stop. Yeah. Why? Dismiss. Dismiss. Okay, so I've got to make sure that this is all going to the right place then. So BP radio. On interaction. Get player controller. We're going to set the widget cam targets. We're going to add it to the viewport. Set a view target with blend for self. Show the mouse cursor and disable player input and create the RD1 widget, which will then be added to viewport. So then here's widget RD1. So on clicked, it's going to check to see if it's valid. If it's not valid, it'll do error on validating the owning blueprint. Right, so it's the owning blueprint we want. And what is this owning blueprint value here? BP radio object reference, owning blueprint. There it is there. And the owning blueprint says it's BP radio, which it should be, because that is BP radio. There we are, BP radio. So, owning blueprint, BP radio. Got to not cast to BP radio? How have I done it this way? Owning blueprint. Class default object not allowed. But it can't browse to it in the content browser. So there's something wrong with how this is done. So owning blueprint should be probably BP radio, shouldn't it? So radio, blueprints. Should be BP radio here. Problem is that we're getting an error then, because current value of object pin is unsupported. So can I get self? No, because that's constantly going to fail, because it doesn't inherit from widget RD1, quite the alternative. So cross to BP radio object clicked. So what's clicking BP radio? That's not the player controller either. I don't think it's this grey texture, cool as it may seem. So, what's going to go in here? I always forget these. Yeah, bloody hell. How long have I been doing this now? Oh, an hour and 15. Crikey. Right. I should just be checking this owning blueprint. My owning blueprint value says none. So it should be BP radio. So why is that not valid? BP radio should be valid. Owning blueprints. I'm working it from BP radio, aren't I? So BP radio. Object reference. Sounds about right. It would appear I have two BP radios here, which is a little bit concerning because I'm wondering which one's which. Also wondering if who's that in the channel? Important, what are you doing? Doing fine, thanks. Oh, it's Yuck Yuck. Didn't see you there again, Yuck Yuck. And yeah, this is exactly as dull as it gets. So, there you go. So, owning blueprint. I'll just put that into there. Put that to there. Right, let's see if this validates now. Compile. In use, pin owning blueprint. You little shites. Put that there. Could be you. Save. Right. Fingers crossed the button actually bloody works this time. Stranger things have happened. Make it all big so I can see. Error on validating the owning fucking blueprint again. Oh, that's aggravating. That is so aggravating. Why aren't you working? Right, 11. Well, there's the original radio blueprint, which I obviously duplicated. Let's have a look at this one and see if this one's actually prepared to work compared to the other one, because I'm curious now. So I come into this, edit blueprint, add BP interactive, compile and save. Right. Interact. Which is that one. Yeah. God. One day I'm going to find me an intern to rearrange and reorganise all my shit, and then it'll be a happy day. Yeah, that works. So it's the radio. It was the version of the radio I was using as well. So what I need to do next is decide what it's going to be playing. So there we go, put that there. So here's our radio, and I think I'm going to put a wee spotlight in front of it. So lights, spotlight. And turn this to lit. So I want to make sure that this radio is kind of highlighted like that. Save current. Right. Now I'm going to need to record a little bit of something onto this. So this is our clue. Our clue, depending on, you know, what they're doing. Right, is that on? Hello, buddy. I'm good.
Don't worry about it. Oh, no, I've been there before. Oh, my goodness. You get stuff quicker from America. You get them in you come from Europe.
That's what we're doing, because this is working. So I need a couple of messages on this. So I'm going to pull up my dock. It's about feckin' time I used this radio, to be quite honest. And let's see. Wickie radio system. 1936 radios were fine then, that's why it's in 1936, just letting you know. Okay, so let me see, so it's going to be game one, just so I know where it is. Radio on gondola island. Before taking the gondola. Interference. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Perfect. Oops-a daisy, everything's vanishing. Keep forgetting if you shake a thing, it does that. Right. So this is just going to be rough for the minute. If I keep it, I keep it, but you get the point. So, let's see. What voice am I going to use for this? Tim to the rock. You troublemaker. Right, so drink in mouth because it's got to sound really soggy. Right, water. Him to the rock. He's a troublemaker. Can't have poking around in that. Him into the sea. Right, export as WAV. And we're going to call this, no longer in the demo, so I'm going to call this radio. Lots of lovely stuff here. Day 1, gondola station 1, because that's what it is. Okay. Get rid of that. This is leftist stuff. The place. Bring it to the rock and put it for the fat. Let them sniff it and do their ways with it. Malin won't open the island gate otherwise. Okay, that was nice and short. Yeah, that was professional, that was. Unlike that. Get rid of that. And that. File, export as WAV. Day 1, gondola station 2. So these are our 2 clues. Okay. So let's see how these fit in. I'm just using this audio. And in here, I'm going to call it messages, so I know what it is. To here, day 1, gondola station 1 and 2 can be dragged into there. There they are. And save them. Now, day 1, gondola station 1. Double click on it. Should give me the option for some subtitles. Here we are. Bop. Which I'll open up. There's the text there. So where is my... Oh, I closed it like a big idiot. Okay, docs. I love this. This is the very British way of making a video game. You know, you just like... do that. Okay, so that's our first one. And then for this one, because you know people do need clues, I've heard, or they'll get very, very confused. Okay, so now each of these will play its own little section, which is good. Now with BP radio here, I can see that our startup interference, radio station to play, wrong signal to play. Well, for the first one I'm just going to set it to wrong signal to play, because I think that seems pretty much a good idea. So I'm going to need some cues for this. Create cue. Create cue. Okay, so wrong signal to play will be day 1 gondola station cue. Save current. Play. There it is there. There's my radio, all shiny and beautiful. Now for this one, therefore, it doesn't matter what I set these to. As high or as low as I want.
Into the sea.
Perfect. Okay, pleased with that. That's working okay. And then I'll put a second radio at the other end. But first, let's just set the volume for this radio correctly. So, this one I have a cue, which is this one, and I'm going to set it nice and loud, I think. And I think I can probably add a little something between these as well. Oscillator, perhaps.
Into the rack. He's a troublemaker. Can't have poking around in the into the sea. Into the rack. He's a troublemaker. Can't have that. Into he's a poking around in there.
Okay, now I'll overlap them. Make sure that channel 1 is going to be louder than channel 2.
Into the rack. To use a troublemaker. Can't have poking around in there. Into the sea. Trav.
Good. Okay, that will do. Okay, so that's that one. It doesn't matter what you tune these to, they're going to work. too weenie, it just blow over in a storm, that thing. See if I've got any crates. No, it's a crater, isn't it? Okay, I want a static mesh. Alright, there's one. Okay, so there's our static mesh, which hopefully we can get past. Just rotate it a bit. There we go. Take the radio. Build the system, I may as well use the fucking thing. Okay, turn that off. And keep my old blueprints in here. Radio, blueprints, audio. Radio audio files. Messages. Here we are. I'll make sure this is for either of them. Make sure that this is set nice and high. So I'm going to take that and that. Mix it up a bit. There we go, nice and loud. So let's do it from here and see what happens. Should play.
His stuff, the plates. Bring it to the rock and put it for the fact. Let some sniffer can do their yays with it. None in won't open the iron gate otherwise. Yes. None. The iron. The wide.
Perfect. Okay, so F11. So now progress being made. I think I need some sort of a log to show what I've done today. Where are my fucking pens? For all no people that are watching, hello. Put that back. Right. Look. Oh, this one is my new one. Right. So let's do it.
So today is Tuesday 13th. So radio works, gives 2 clues. Torch works, gondola, trigger box works, and hides the sailors. Plus geologist. Okay, what's next? Ship's working, island's working, need more light. Just so I can see. Someone's at the door. Right then, back to this bloody thing. Okay. So, need more lights. Okay, let's check it. Let's check. Let's see what happens. So, full test. Play. I'm not going to talk to all the sailors. I know the sailors work. I'm also not going to need this or this, which is referred to in our level blueprint. So F11 blueprint, open level blueprint, ink. On active begin overlap on this trigger box. Let's get rid of it. Compile and save. Okay, play. So now they won't vanish when I go there first time. So this is it. This is the primary test of our scene. So here we go. Hello, sailors. Oh, radio. What does this do? Okay.
Can't have moving around into the sea.
Right, so whatever that is, that looks friendly and pleasant. Okay. Grab them. Turn them on just so I can see. Not like our batteries are going to wear down anytime soon because we're on really powerful flipping batteries. Alright, let's go to the main island. Oh, God. Currently half a gig over budget when it comes to my texture streaming pool. I'm doing any loading and unloading at the minute. Champions. I've lost my healthy breakfast of champions. Oh shit.
I'll have a slightly stale cracker to eat.
Do you want a piece of my bloody cracker? Here you go. Well, go on, eat it.
I'm having this bit. Need breakers over there, I'll do that soon. So this is supposed to be yon bigger rhino. I'll turn my torch. Oh, it's on. On, off. Why's my hand visible? It shouldn't be. So I'll go in here, have a bit of a look around. So here's another radio. The music meanwhile is crescendoing. Set this up to something.
His stuff in the place. Bring it to the rock and put it to the fat. Let some Smith can do that. Years with it. Now you won't open the island gate otherwise.
Let's head back. Because I know that I can't get through that gate there. Bloody, what do you call him, and then I'll know it's working. I may remove the cultists that chase you, because that was just for the demo really. I'll see how annoying they are. Nearly there. When it passes you, you're going pretty fast, so... Once I finish day one, I'm going to go back and revisit it and put in the additional details. But I need the basic clues before we do anything. Send the carriage off just to see if I can make it do that. There it goes. So on sending that, the other one should come back, so I'm going to try and get into the other one. Meanwhile, please sailors vanish. They've vanished. Grand. Now I know the conversation with him works. so let's get started. What's this? Why am I not able to make these backing things up? Okay. Oh, here it comes, look. Better get into the station. So this is the third song, so I'm doing this fast. Third songs came about. I mustn't be nervous about testing this, because if it breaks it means I found something I need to fix. Here it comes. Right, so this time I'm going back in on this one. So that means that I can catch either gondola, so this is working to items collect. So the next thing to do is see if it's working to get me as far as Malin. Because that is what I need to do, is get as far as Malin without falling off. I also need to build a better death system. Yes. Back on the other side. Oh, at least I kind of understand how my own stuff works more or less now. That's always a benefit. Fix physics. Because it'd be fucked. Okay, don't think I've came in on the left hand side before while testing this. Isn't this exciting? See what happens. Getting a bit dark over here. Definitely a job for some lights, I think. Except of course the electric's supposed to be out, so that would explain everything. Okay, so down here now we have the radio, which I don't want to use this time. Interact with this crate. Well, I'm going to try and figure it out. Let's choose that. Okay, so the box is here. I need to change the words on that from ship to something else. Doesn't matter though. That's on there too. I don't want to play any audio, so I'll fix that. So remove audio from clues. Figure it out. Let's put the glasses on. Try and figure it out. Okay, so those pieces are there. Oops, wrong button. Over here. Gates open. Grand. That's worrisome. Oh, Jesus. Fall off the edge of as good as deed. Use that. Why can I not get there? Which is a little bit aggravating. Aha, there we go. Shall we? I'm curious now. Be careful to not fall down and kill myself. This is something you can do very easily. Oh, bugger. Caused some damage slipping on the stairs there. Come up and watch that. Reduce the damage a bit. I also need to reduce the music so that I've got ambient sounds more, because the music's great for all the... Hey up, what's happened here? Got an error. Something to do with the Uber graph down here. Okay, so let's have a look. I don't need to redo anything.
What I need to do instead is just play from here, just to make sure it works. So play from here. It's going to cause an error. I want to know why. Yeah, it's frozen me out, look. That's weird. There's a little blocking volume I've fallen into. Unlit. You shouldn't be getting this kind of error here. There's the water. Play from here. Okay. There, did it again. What's it calling? Let's have a look. Get pawn return value 1. Interesting, so it's something to do with the C. Dismiss, dismiss, dismiss. So why is the C doing that when I get close to it? Definitely something to do with the C graph, so let's have a look. So if I'm here, I'm falling quite badly. There, did it again. Something to do with set world location and rotation. Oh, it's screen space. Something to do with screen space simulation. Try 10 of that off. See what happens. I'm sure it's going to break everything, but that's not a problem. Still doing it. Screen space simulation. Which ocean am I using at the minute? Static mesh materials, physics. This isn't the C, that's the C. No, that's a square. Why have I got a square? Oh, right, that's waves. Ocean sim. Screen space simulation. No. Save current. Try it again, because I know it's the screen space simulation that's doing this. See if we can unlock it. No, we cannot. It's still doing something there regarding C. Access none, trying to read property dialog, widget reference, BPC, MPC, interactive. Execute Uber graph, event graph, remove from parent, disengage object. Well, no, that's just something else. So it's something to do with set world location in this Uber graph. Let me just see if I can delete the ocean just for the moment. Oh, what's that kill zone volume? I'm also going to get rid of that because I don't trust it. Right, so take my ocean, delete. Goodbye water, unless you crash the system. Okay, so I've got rid of the water. Play from here, see if that stops it crashing. Yeah, it's the water, because of course it is. We can also get rid of this stupid message that says thank you for trying the demo of the wiki, because, you know, we don't need it. So, where is my bloody fuel tank? I'm pretty sure it should be around here somewhere. It's not that one, that's an instance. Let's go up here. Where's my fuel tank? That's a bird. My blueprints. Inventory items. BP IMV fuel tank. Okay, so we do have fuel tank here. So one of these appears to be the one that I want though. Bizarrely enough. Okay, so for whatever reason then, I must have removed it. So BP inventory item, pop that there. Play from here. Just make sure the bloody thing works. Not that I can see dick, because it would appear that the engine room isn't loaded. Great. So let's preload the engine room. Right click, play from here. Why is my door not opening? It's a very good question. Why is my door not opening? This is fucking ridiculous. Like every error that could possibly happen at the minute seems to be happening. It's not locked either, so play from here. Unless it's yeah, it's one of those ones you just push open. Of course it is. Right. God. I think I'd remember this shit, don't you? Right, get my fuel tank. Open the door. I can't use this item here. Of course I can't. Why not?
That means that something's gone wrong with my bloody blueprint as well. So this is an object, BP inventory item 8. And this thing should be waiting for something. So edit blueprint, open blueprint editor. Right, so this turns on the generator. Cast to BP item carpet bag. Sorry, what? That doesn't seem correct. Oh, Jesus. So there's BP item carpet bag, which I don't want it to cast to. So cast to whatever's in this fucking fuel tank. Cast to BP inv fuel tank. Okay, now let's just replace these, because for whatever reason this is now wanting my carpet bag. I really get the feeling that maybe I changed something that I shouldn't have done. Okay, now let's change it here. I can't use this item still. Weird. Now I should be using BP inv fuel tank. So event use item. Event begin play, parent begin play. Register input action. Target is BP puzzle actor. Event use item. So this is the one. Cast a BP in fuel tank, which is what it should do. Remove item, which it does, and then start doing this shite. So, care to explain why it wants to cast a BP item carpet bag rather than cast a BP inv fuel tank? Which should be removing the bloody item. So, hey, how's it going, core activities? Right, nicely fuel tank. Yay, take it. So I should be able to select this. But it says I can't. So even though an event use item cast, if it's cast, well, let's make sure there's no print failure. Okay, so right click, play from here. How you doing, man? Hope you're doing well. I am fighting Unreal Engine. No, just can't use this item here. It's weird because this is the one that should work. No, is this a clone, this bloody thing? Let's have a look. BP generator. You ever get that feeling when you're doing something and you think to yourself, this looks a bit screwed to me? I think this is it. Now then, I'm going to go back to, again, some previous stuff I was working on. Here's the generator. So this is the BP generator system here. And for whatever reason, this one never worked, I remember now. So go up to here. My blueprints. Generator should be under G. Right. Okay, so I've got 3 generators, including this one, which is called BP generator, and then 3 copies of it. So BP generator puzzle. Let's just click on that. Okay, so BP generator puzzle is looking for that. BP generator new is event interaction, needs fuel, yes. Come down here, play from start. That's just turning it on. It doesn't seem to just, you know, switch, Q generator, delay, bit of a lerp. Thanks, man. It'll be better when it works. Honestly, it's just like so fucking aggravating. So that's BP generator new. This is BP generator bear, which is bear. Okay, so one of these should work, but isn't. So BP generator. Delete. And in its place, I'll put BP generator puzzle, which is, I think, exactly the same fucking thing. Yes, I am going to swear a lot because this is getting a bit frustrating. I personally am sick to death of the sound of my game starting up and all the other shit that's going on. So right, so cast a BP inventory fuel tank, which I have on my property. So if I have that, let me just check by doing a print. Okay, so now this is going to print a string saying, yeah, you got that, buddy, well done you. Just tidy this up a bit because it's a little bit wonky. There, okay, so now I should be able to come in and do shit. Right click, play from here. So all I wanted to do is print the message to my screen when I use the down pane. So there's my fuel. Time to get this turned on. Choose, choose, choose. Can't use this item here. So even though it's not connected to anything, it's still not letting me use the item, which is odd.
So let's go all the way back to this parental begin play. Is this an instance? No, it's not. So why have I got parent begin play? Alright, fair enough. So on my event graph, event, execute, input, action. Item selection mode. So action name, selection. Groovy. What else? Event use item. So that's where we turn on and use our item. Event execute puzzle input action we just looked at. Event begin play just registers it, nothing else. So event use item. So it's inherited this from somewhere, so I need to know where it's inherited its shit from. Which I presume is the puzzle actor. Which should be around here somewhere. Let's have a look at that. Right, so there's a lot of stuff here. That's the request choose item, update puzzle screen, destroy user interface, show puzzle user interface, reset, finalize, load, destroyed interaction, back event, initialize camera, examinable, hide all examinable, tick, region plane. No, I didn't change anything in there. So it should be BP in fuel tank. What do we have here? Unless I'm supposed to cast it to this itself, BP inventory item 8. Cast to BP. It could be a cast in BP inventory item, I suppose. Seems unlikely though, because it'd want to know what exactly it was, isn't it? Which is the fuel tank. And I've got it in my fuel tank, so it should be removing it. So let me have a look at this on a different level. So do I have a different level to test this on? I couldn't tell me. I'm also not happy that my water system appears to be fucked. It's making me extremely unhappy. It shouldn't be. I'll stick some water in for the time being. Right, let's get some water down there. And what's happening? I have had a thought. Now I wonder if this is to do with the layers. And if it is, then, you know, shit. So I'll select this, move it. Well, there we go, it's already in that one. Now this is in a different sub-level, I bet you. I'll move that there as well. Now, play from here. And I'm definitely going to do something with the music, because frankly, I don't think I need it that loud. Yeah, still compiling, incidentally, just in case you're wondering. So it's going to be like 5 FPS or something while it compiles. I love that. I really didn't want to have to use streaming levels. No, it's not that. Okay, well, fuck that. It's not working. I'll do something else. Now, for the moment, let's see if this water's going to let me work. So, play from here. Just want to make sure I can walk to the water's edge without it crashing out on me. I can, and the water's lovely and smooth. Look at that. What a lovely smooth water. Okay, so there's some water for us for the time being, and I'll change that later. Okay, so let's make some notes. Number one, I'm going to repair that bloody generator. So, fix generator. Fix water. That's it really, water and generator. That's what I need fixing. I might actually try in a very risky manner to use the water system inside of Unreal Engine. Who knows? Might be a nice change. Okay, so with that, I think I've been streaming for about 2.5 hours. I have. So I'm going to go and get some lunch, and I will see you all later on. Ta-ta.